My name is Gillian Maniscalco, and I'm a resident of South Philly in the 2nd District. Rather than investing in city services, the mayor's proposed budget invests in policing. 70% of criminal charges in Philadelphia are for misdemeanors. How many of these incidents could have been dealt with by a mediator, a social worker, or a therapist? When could they have been prevented altogether through housing, addiction treatment, after-school programs, or education? We've laid off 1,000 workers in the midst of a pandemic, and there are cuts in city salaries, yet the police force can still hire new officers and offer raises. We're seeing widespread upheaval over the systemic violence of policing embodied by the PPD's well-documented history of disproportionately enacting violence against Black communities. We should be diverting money spent on the militarization of the police force to community-based services. We should spend on libraries and parks, not rubber bullets and tear gas. We should invest in technology for remote learning rather than $8.3 million in technology for police headquarters. Our sanitation workers don't have PPE while our police force has riot gear. And all of this is accompanied by an 18% cut in funding for the Police Advisory Commission. Also, why can't we raise taxes? The pandemic is only increasing our wealth disparities, highlighting whose work is truly essential, whose health outcomes are more at risk, and who is living in food insecure areas. Without a more progressive tax policy, we're asking our residents with the least to make do, while our wealthiest residents, businesses, and institutions benefit from our city without investing in it. Finally, the proposed new Normal Budget Act takes no money from the police department, nor does it offer any substantive checks to the police or restore any lost city services. Instead, we should, and thank you to Stan for this, implement a personal property tax at the rate of 0.004% on the sale of stocks and bonds, implement a gross receipts tax on goods and services over $200,000, and divest from the police force. We need to end the use of tear gas and rubber bullets and other militarization spending. We need to reduce the technology costs of the new police headquarters building and divert funds to community-based solutions. We need to increase civilian oversight of policing by increasing funding for the Police Advisory Commission. And finally, we need to invest in city services. We need to rehire laid off workers, end the hiring freeze and salary cuts. We need to maintain budget levels for the free library, parks and rec, streets, public health, arts and nonprofit spending, homeless initiatives, and the Housing Trust Fund. Thanks, y'all.
Thank you, Jillian. And again, I'm sorry that mispronounced your name.